So behind me, at the base of the mountain, nestled in between the green trees, is the small town of Green River, Utah. This town is situated in the middle of the desert plains of Utah. It's about 100 miles from any other civilization, and Green River has a story, a sad story, which I'm going to tell now. So keep watching the video, come with us, and we'll tell you what Green River is all about. So this is the Green River Museum. I think it tells the story of basically the history of the river, which is how people first got to Green River to populate it, was by floating down the river before the railroad came. So this is the Green River, although it looks quite brown, but the town's named after the Green River that it stands on. So this settlement, or the settlement of Green River, started as a river crossing for the US mail in 1876. In 1883, the Denver and Rio Grande Western Railroad was built and came to Green River. But then throughout the 1940s to 1960s, there was a lot of mining of uranium in this area, and that helped to regrow the town. The US Air Force built a missile launching base outside Green River in 1964, and that stayed open for a decade or so. So let's go and take a look around the town, and I'll tell you why I'm referring to it as a modern ghost town. Other side of this road bridge over here, that's where the old town starts. Once we're over this bridge, over the Green River, we enter the older part of Green River. So Green River has been in major decline as a town since the 1950s, really. The Air Force missile launching facility came to town in the 60s, and for some years revitalized the town a little bit. But since it closed, the town has been sadly in a state of steady decline. There's of course a couple of gas stations in town that are booming. That's because there's no other gas stop on I-70 for 100 miles. That's the next closest one. So, places like the Buck Cliff Lodge, that probably used to be a real nice stop for people on using the I-70, an overnight stopover. But now it's just sat in decline and empty.
Just derelict.
Even the roof's falling down. All the rooms are open there, look.
Crazy. I wonder if the homeless kind of took shelter.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, but look at that roof. That's scary.
I'm certainly not going to go mooching in there.
Nope.
Because you never know who's in there or what's shut.
Ooh, we could get tacos.
That gas station that's closed has now got Mexican food trucks in it. They've got a very nice park downtown. Well maintained.
Oh, look at that USA rocket. That was cool.
And there's a motel here that looks like it's still open. but nobody's staying there. The Oasis Motel, closed down and derelict. Next door to what looks like an old gas and service station. Even on I-70 as one of the only gas stops in 100 miles, this place has not survived. Across the road we've got, used to be a bank, a local bank, closed down, derelict. The local church is in very good repair, which is a good thing. The old house here, the old Castle Country Motel, is just laying derelict. Of course, the United States Post Office will always be, wherever there's a community here.
Maybe.
Robbers Roost Motel, that looks closed.
Oh.
Pizza and pasta shop, closed.
Raised steak, closed.
You could almost call it a modern ghost town. It's unfortunate. The people here are wonderful, the people we've met. But Green River today purely relies on its economy coming from the travelers that pass by and stop at Green River when using Interstate 70. State Park. Ray's Tavern looks like a good place for a cold brewski. So let's get in here, see if I can get a cold beer and Rhonda a wine. Cheers. That's a well-deserved pint. I'm gonna quench my thirst. Cheers. But it's very sad that the town has gone into such decline over the years through no fault of its own, just
the way it
economic
happened.
impact.
Yeah, totally.
And I'm pretty sure COVID would have had not a good effect on this town.
No, definitely not. And if you do happen to come here, you gotta check out their melons.
Yeah, they are actually. I read they are famous for producing watermelons. And they have a big watermelon festival once a year, but we're at the wrong time of year, so we didn't get any watermelons.
So, if you enjoyed our video of Green River, don't forget
to give us a thumbs up, hit that like button, subscribe to us, and hit that bell, because when you hit the bell, you get notifications of every time we put up a new video. And there's a ton of new stuff coming, right, Rhonda?
Yep, so stay tuned because we're off again. As you can see, we just hit the highway to our next destination.